Welcome to the Blokes podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Greg. And we sit down once a week to shoot the breeze. We chat about anything and everything. Sports, films, drinking, politics, music, etc.
So sit back, crack open a beer and enjoy. Good evening, Squire. How are you?
Good evening, mate. Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I've spent the entire day on Zoom. So I've got the squarest eyes possible, like work, few meetings, catch-ups and stuff. And now we're on, well, I guess we're not on Zoom officially for this, we're on Skype, but the same sort of thing. I've just been staring at somebody else's face in the screen for like 10 hours or something. But yeah, it's good. Yours is the nicest face out of all the faces I've stared at today, my friend.
I don't believe that for a second, but thank you. Man, I'm with you. Exactly the same. Just come off a load of teaching, and God, I can't complain too much because the teaching thing is 10 times easier because I'm still at home. I can have coffee whenever I want. I can just, if I don't fancy it, just sack a lesson off. Not that I do that. But I could do that.
That has happened occasionally. One doth sack them off occasionally.
Yeah. But when you're in a school, you got to at least show up. So
yeah,
you either sack them all off, or you can't just sack one kid off. Anyway, not that I do that. I don't do that. I'm a good teacher. Anyway. I'm
going to start doing that. You're a bad influence.
I'm doing it. Oh man, but yeah, no. So I'm feeling you. I actually had a full-on migraine trying to sleep the other day after a full day of Zoom calls.
Oh god!
And I'm pretty certain it was the screen.
Yeah.
Just I sort of added up as I was not sleeping and not being able to sleep. I was in my head added up the hours that I'd been on the Zoom on a screen of some description, and it was crazy. So I'm trying to have a bit of on purpose, try and read or something, or do something away from a screen at the moment because it's just so intense.
Yeah, man. What you need is one of those old-fashioned little screens that flops down in front of your screen, like your old ICT teacher used to have at school. Do you remember those things? Because he thought he was a complete pro, this guy. He also had one of those little comfortable arm rests just in front of his keypad and on his mouse pad.
That little gel thing.
Little gel thing, yeah, that's it. I was trying to find a word, yeah. Little gel rest thing for his wrist because he's on computer all day. That's what we need. That's kind of like the equivalent of that thing, that thing that goes over a cab driver's seat that's made of little wooden balls.
The massage things.
Yeah. To keep the circulation going in his back all day. I used to think those guys were absolute legends for having that seat cover thing. And then as you get older, you're like, oh God, that's horrible. Yeah. those bloody things. They're like driving gloves, aren't they?
That's it. Yeah, it's it. I think I might... The missus uses screen glasses.
Oh,
she doesn't have a prescription or anything. Yeah, exactly.
Ah, nice.
So maybe I'll...
Do they work?
Invest in those or something. She seems to think so, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
So, yeah, I'll try them out. Like I say, it was so...
I remember buying a couple of sets of glasses a year ago, maybe, and they tried to sell me the blue light thing, already in the glasses for an extra 50 quid or whatever it was. I was like... Right. Is it worth it? But I don't know, maybe now. This was just before COVID. So maybe if I'd have bought them during COVID, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take the blue light thing. But
be 150 quid now.
Yeah. Exactly.
They know what they're doing.
They've wrapped the price up. That's fine. Capitalism. I like it, baby.
That's exactly it.
That's how the market works, right? At the start of lockdown, I was crying that this bike brand was they upped their price by 100 quid for this road bike that I bought. And then I read that book and I was like, nah, actually, it works. It means that people that buy bikes subsequently will get them quicker because slightly fewer people will actually buy them in total.
That's it. Exactly.
Yeah. Weeds them out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got it, man.
So can I kick off the drinks today? Because I've got something a little bit special. This was actually gifted to me, this beer. Not not by a mate as well. The whole
Interesting. Okay.
actually
An
from
enemy.
the company, right? Okay.
Oh, I see.
I literally just stole it from the shop. No, so this is full disclosure. A mate of mine lives down in Brighton, loads of great coffee shops, and we were talking about coffee basically, and he was saying, "Oh, I don't know what you're drinking at the moment, but I'm going to send you a bag of beans from my favourite place, basically." And I said, "Oh, amazing! That's super kind, generous. Thank you very much. Amazing." So he ordered a bag of beans. The company sent them, but the company threw in this beer. Right? They make beer as well. They make this IPA.
Oh, right.
So this is a company called Wolf Fox. So it's like one word, but it's like wolf and fox combined to make Wolf Fox, right? IPA, 5.5, comes in a tin. But you know how a lot of sort of indie breweries and stuff nowadays are doing like super plain silver tins, and there's a sticker that goes around the edge. Like, it's slick. It's not as it's not as basic as it sounds, but it's like it just makes it look super indie. You know, the fact that it's like a basic tin, you know. And like the logo's good, the branding's good, and the coffee's amazing. I've had their coffee before, and it's just absolutely fantastic. But I didn't realise they did beer. So it's made in East Sussex. The ingredients, like, it's just good stuff. It's just water, malted barley, oats, wheat, hops, yeast. That's it. No chemicals.
Love it.
No preservatives. Nothing else. Just the good stuff, right? And it's just super simplistic. So I'm going to crack this open right now.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Flavoursome. It's kind of... it's very yellow. Wow. It's quite strawy. I mean, it's got that sort of cloudy, lightly fizzy sort of American thing going on that we're always talking about. But it's very yellow. Wow.
Sure.
Oh, I just inhaled some right on my nose.
Yeah. That's the best way to taste something.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
sort of retro hailing, like Snoop Dogg, you know, when he sort of blows out weed out of his mouth and then sucks it in through his nose again. That's what I just did with this beer by accident. Slightly less cool than Snoop Dogg, but still tastes great. Great, yeah. I mean, it's got that banana bread, sort of mangoey thing going on, but it's flavourful, but without blowing my head off. Sometimes they can taste a bit sort of chemically flavouring, like somebody's popped a pill of American beer flavouring into the into the brew, whereas this just tastes similar sort of flavours but natural, very subtle.
Sure. Great.
I like it. This is going down well. So thank you very much for Wolf Fox for chucking us this beer.
Amazing. Yeah, we'll
Top
give them a
marks.
shout out. Amazing. Yeah, cool, man. Oh, I'll definitely look into them. Coffee and beer under the same roof is just...
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're already onto it. But if they just have like a little bicycle shop, or a bicycle repair shop in there, I'm just in my absolute element. And they also play vinyl records whilst they're making you the coffee or the beer or whatever. That would literally be the best place in the entire world,
mate. Surely that's your future like business adventure, though, right?
Big time. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Don't give the idea away. Like,
oh yeah, God, sorry, no. The worst idea in the world. Definitely don't add vinyl records to the equation because that would suck.
Oh, good. Well, I am going for something. God, pretty as far away from that as possible. It's not special, and it's not.
Did you pay full price
cool.
for it?
I paid full price for it. It's it's not bad. It's just not cool. It's Nuki Brown. Nuki Brown, mate. Classic.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's good stuff. It's cheap as well. It was relatively cheap compared to the other stuff in the shop.
Yeah.
Classic sort of dark brown. It's fizzier than an ale than you would expect. So it's pretty mass produced, I guess. So that's probably coming from that. It tastes good. It's got the classic sort of dark ale flavors, like the sort of the hops and the sort of maltiness, but it is quite muted actually. So I think people look at Nuki Brown and like are scared of it. Like it's almost like special brew.
Yeah,
like it's just a scary drink.
It's got that old man vibe as well, right? It's got that super old school working man's club vibe.
Exactly right. And it does fit there very well, but it's not hard to drink in any way, shape, or form. It's really smooth, really easily, very drinkable. It's just not. It's actually, my only complaint is not very flavourful. But like for a beer that you probably want to drink a lot of, or you're going to drink a lot of in a night, like a sessioning beer, it's perfect. It's non-obtrusive, and you can get a few down you without too much hassle. So really enjoying it. Nuki Brown,
nice. I love it, man. Same can be said for a lot of older beers, right? A lot of the flavouring for these old mass-produced beers. They were quite subtle, and they were quite low in alcohol compared to today. Subtle, and like you say, you just sort of like sat there in the pub and got through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pints like throughout the night. So it can't be crazy. Whereas a lot of these beers now, they're so strong, so flavourful, which is great. But like that's if you're really there to like savour the pint. If you're just chugging loads, like it's too it's like a sledgehammer to the face, flavour-wise, let alone the booze. 8% pint or whatever, ridiculous.
Yeah. And after 2, there's no point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're just wasting money because you're paying through the nose for these like craft ales and stuff that taste great, most of them, but you're not tasting it anymore.
Yeah.
After a few, you're not. You might as well then transition to something like a Nuki Brown.
Yeah.
Good shout. There we go.
Have you got the half pint glass? The little schooner or whatever it is that they're drinking out of.
I don't. I wish I did. I've got my little tankard though, so I'm halfway there.
Nice.
But yeah, I need to get like a jug. That's what I need, like a little half pint jug.
Yeah,
I'd love that.
And they there's Nuki Brown ones. They have the logo on the front as well, which is super cool.
Yeah, very.
I feel like they should come with an old fashioned ashtray as well. Like ceramic Newcastle Brown ashtray. We used to see them all the time in Nottingham, and it was Home Ales. That was one of the local breweries. It was like green with some beige writing that said Home Ales, and that was like they were in every pub in the land, basically. That's just like sums it up to me. So, bit of sport happening this week. We're playing cricket again. We are going to India. I say we. I'm not going anywhere. I'm stuck in southwest London. The English cricket team are going to India, right? In fact, they're already there.
You're a big enough fan. You can use the word "we." Yeah. I think that's. I'll let you off that.
Yeah, I guess you reach a certain limit, don't you, when you can get away with saying, "Yeah, we played pretty well." While I'm sitting on the sofa, like drinking a beer, eating nachos or something. I guess I am a big enough fan to say we for the English cricket team. But it's going to be a great series because we beat Sri Lanka, just been in Sri Lanka. We beat them 2-0. Great series. And that was with a few of the players being rested as well because they play so much cricket nowadays, especially with all the T20, Indian Premier League and all this, that they just get run ragged. So, not all, but like a handful of the top English players weren't playing. They were just resting. So we've got all the big dogs back for this India series. It's going to be tough, man. In India, one of the best teams in the world, and the fans. Oh man, I don't even know. There probably won't be any fans actually, but usually under normal circumstances, there's like 90,000 fans in every stadium just baying for blood, just screaming. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. And I even heard talk that it was going to be broadcast on Channel 4 on terrestrial. I think Channel 4 they were the front runners for the bidding, which would be incredible because the last terrestrial broadcast of cricket was like, aside from the World Cup final, was the 2005 Ashes series with like Flintoff and Kevin Peterson and Michael Vaughan and all, the classic one where we won the Ashes. Yeah, when we were kids, and that just like spawned a whole generation of cricketers with it being on TV. So you never know. Maybe this can sort of kickstart cricket, especially because we're all just stuck at home. Yeah. Do you think it has as much of an impact now?
What, being cricket on in general? No. Having a sport on like a terrestrial channel. Ooh. Does it have as much of an impact now? Because most people, I don't know, a lot less people are watching it. A lot less people are. There was a lot of people that only had those like 5 channels, or 4 channels. I don't even know what they were. Whereas nowadays, at least. God, I don't know what the percentage is, but a lot of people got Netflix at least, or Amazon Prime. Well, they're bidding for stuff. Like, there's loads of football matches, aren't there, on Amazon Prime? And I think sport's going to move on. It's going to move on to those sort of things. So it's not going to have the sting that it did have in 2005, but I'm sure it has. It would definitely increase viewership for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. You're right. Because it's just even like people it will be advertised.
Yeah.
When they're watching Gogglebox or whatever they normally watch on Channel 4. I don't know.